Amen. Amen.
He does it because he's awesome.
Yes.
Hallelujah, church. I mean, my God is awesome.
give you honor. We give you praise.
Yes.
That we get to choose
Yes.
to believe you.
Yes.
Thank you, Father, for the man, the woman, the child who chooses you today. Thank you so much for being in your house one more time.
Yes.
We don't count it a light thing, God. We honor you today. Thank you for your word and for your Holy Spirit who teaches us this word and makes it come alive to us and for us. Be glorified even in this service today. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Praise God. It's so good to see all the people of God today. We honor God today for being so kind and gracious to us. Amen. Judges chapter 2. Verse 10. And then we'll get into our lesson for today. Judges chapter 2, verse 10. Glory to God. Hallelujah. Yes.
And also all that generation were gathered to their fathers. And there arose another generation after them who did not know, recognize, understand the Lord, or even the work which he had done for Israel.
Amen. You may be seated in his presence. I want to start a thought process. I want to talk about let's meet the Lord.
All right.
Almost as an introduction, let's meet the Lord. As I studied this and as God gave this word, I almost wanted to call it a state of emergency because we are in a state of emergency.
Yes.
And what makes it so tragic is we don't even know the situation is that critical. Whether you watch some of it, part of it, any of it, all of it. My daughters and I, in and out of that marathon funeral service yesterday. But Google when I get home, I don't believe that's got to be one of the longest funerals ever. Thank you. I don't even think presidents' funerals are that long. Well, this ain't gonna stay in church that long. But anyway, what is the part that got me? As a musician, never mind all the singing that was missing, more hitting. All of the talking. God. What got me was, after all of that, at the end, they had a preacher on the program. And what was tragic is, after all that was said and presented yesterday, 9 hours worth of junk, nobody talked about Jesus. Come on, I didn't care that the ex-president did. I didn't care that none of them politicians, fake or real. I didn't care that none of them pretend preachers on there didn't say nothing. You had somebody who was on the program designed to bring a word from the Lord, and they didn't get it. Which symbolized, wow, what a state of emergency we're in. And y'all, it's indicative of our text today. Because even though Judges was written many, many years ago, we find ourselves in the same place as the inhabitants were in Judges chapter 2. Now watch this. I want to go back to verse 6 and read into 10. I want you to see something. And many of us will be able to testify in our own lives. Watch this. Look at verse 6.
And when Joshua had let the people go,
Watch this.
the Israelites went every man to his inheritance to possess the land.
So watch this. This land that God had promised Israel, had promised Abraham and his descendants, after all the fighting and all of the killing, everybody is in their spot. We finally arrived. It's good. Look at verse 7.
And the people served the Lord all the days of Joshua,
That ain't good. Come on.
and all the days of the elders who outlived Joshua,
That ain't good. Come on.
who had seen all the great works of the Lord, which he did for Israel.
Watch this. The elders who outlived Joshua. They knew something. They saw something. They knew who he was and what he did.
Yep.
Watch this. But something happened. Look at verse 8.
And Joshua, son of Nun, the servant of the Lord, died being 110 years old.
That ain't no problem because in verse 7 it said it was elders that outlived him.
Right. Yeah.
That's fine. That's we good. But then when we get to our core text, look at verse 10. Again. But now the elders that outlived Joshua, that generation were gathered to their
Fathers.
That's Old English for they died. Uh-oh. Now their kids that came after them, did not
No.
Recognize.
The Lord. Recognize, understand the Lord.
wait. When you don't recognize somebody, that's a serious situation. It leads to the fact you can't know them, Jamie. When you're looking at somebody and you don't recognize them, you can't know them. They did not know, recognize, or understand the Lord, or that he had even done anything for them. That means the mama and daddy enjoyed the benefits and the blessings of God, lived the life that God had provided, and died and didn't tell their kids nothing. We talking about them?
Come on now. Come on.
Because we are content now. See, the God that our grandparents knew and served, that ain't the same God we serve. See, we serve a different God because we treat him differently and we act differently. What church meant to grandmama and big mama, what church meant to our mom and our dad means something very different than it means to us today.
Right.
We've evolved, we've progressed into what I don't know. We had children's church when I was growing up. Paige was sitting right next to my mama. That's what children's church was. We had activities in children's church. You couldn't be still. Mama ain't gonna just keep talking to you. Mama would grab, turn, and pinch. Activities evoked emotion. We would cry. And if mama would say, keep on, I'm gonna give you something to really cry about. These are the lessons we learned in children's church. And we got treats in children's church. It's called the peppermint. Any grown person eating peppermint today is indicative of the fact you grew up in children's church. Next to your mama and your grandmama. The worst candy in all of the world, but we eat it as adults today because that's the only candy that was allowed in church.
That's right.
Y'all watch this. But we've evolved. If our kids come to church, we'll let them sit where they want to sit and do what they want to do, and they're so disengaged from church until for $100,000 they couldn't tell you nothing that went on in church. And yet we were forced to pay attention to church because it provided for after church activities. It's nothing like Jamie going home. Tell me, did you see Sister so-and-so? I didn't see it. Well, I saw her. Yeah. Did you see her when she came in? Oh, and we could talk about and mock everybody in the church. It was indicative of the fact we were paying attention. You saw the part on the top was perm. Did you see that part in the back though? Down by the back? Oh, we saw everything. Yeah, you are in the front of your outfit. Look at all the wrinkles in the back of her dress. She couldn't see. Hey man, we saw everything, but half the church activities was on the down low. I bet you better not hear your mom and daddy say you talking about folk. Heat got turned on if they ever caught you. But every good child, because we grew up in church watching. See, our kids don't go home and mock nobody because they don't see nothing, they don't hit nothing, and they don't know nothing. Watch this. Somebody dropped the ball. How can a whole generation come and not know the Lord? Where you are is because of the Lord. The freedoms you're enjoying is because of the Lord. The blessings that you have is because of the Lord. But you don't know the Lord. Or what He requires of your life. Let me show you why we're in the same position. Go to Deuteronomy 4, verse 9. Watch this. Let me show you why we're in the same position. We didn't hear God then, we don't hear God now. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 9. Watch this.
Only take heed.
Watch this.
And guard your life diligently.
Listen to God.
Lest you forget the things which your eyes have seen, and lest they depart from your mind and heart all the days of your life.
You know, some of the stuff we know and remember right now is stuff that we talk about all the time. The stuff we don't talk about, when somebody bring it up, well, I forgot all about that. Because that's a part of your life you don't talk about. He said, get on your guard. Take heed lest you forget the things, because you've been saying some stuff. Lest they depart, listen to God, from your mind and the heart all the days of your life. What am I supposed to do with this information, God? Here it comes.
Teach them to your children
And
your children's children.
Y'all, God has brought us from a long way. But do our kids know it? God is a keeper. Not because of what He do for us in church. But do our kids know it? See, we want to be holy in church and out of church. Newsflash, you didn't get here because we was holy. You ain't saying nothing. But we don't want to speak truth to our kids or our kids' kids. How are they supposed to know? It's not that God is a keeper in church. See, God is a keeper in the dope house. Mama, you know God is a keeper in the dope house because I was there, not passing out tracts.
Amen.
Y'all ain't saying nothing now.
Amen.
How do you know God is a keeper in a whorehouse? Because I used to run one.
Amen.
Yeah, I was a paying customer. You ain't saying nothing.
Come on.
Teach them to your children what God has done. How you saw your friend get shot up in the club. And the man's gun jammed when it came to your time. How did you get out? Because God brought me out.
That's right.
Not because I deserved to come out. I should have got shot like everybody else. But because He showed mercy, I'm here today. We have seen some things. We have lived through some things. The only problem is we ain't teaching our kids nothing.
Come on. Come on now.
Watch this. Look at verse 10. He says, what?
Especially
Teach them this.
how on the day that you stood before the Lord your God in Horeb.
Come on.
The Lord said to me, gather the people together to me, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn reverently to fear me all the days they live upon the earth, and that they may teach their children.
Now you finna miss God. We zoom in the Horeb where they got the law. But that was the first time the people came to meet God for themselves.
Yeah.
He said, man, if you're going to teach them something, teach them them about the day that you stood before the Lord and met me for the very first time. What kind of experience that was? Remember how y'all backed up? Remember how the mountain was shaking? Remember how it got dark because the cloud covered it? Remember that loud trumpet? Remember how y'all was all jammed up and I hadn't even said nothing yet? How impressive it was to meet the great God of the universe for the first time. If you're going to teach your kids something, teach them about the day when you first encountered God.
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you,
We won't teach them.
Jesus.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 3. We won't teach them. 2 girls in the court system right now. Don't know how much time they're going to get because they taught babies how to interact with drugs.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't have learned it on their own. You taught them how to use drugs 18 months to 2 or 3 years old. But we won't teach them about Jesus.
Come on now.
Look at Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 3.
Hear therefore, O Israel,
Watch this.
and be watchful to do them,
Come on.
that it may be well with you, and that you may increase exceedingly, as the Lord, the God of your fathers, has promised you, in a land flowing with milk and honey.
Watch this. While you're there, listen. Be watchful. It's some stuff you got to do. If you expect it to be well with you. Oh, wow.
Jesus.
But what about it? Come on, verse 4.
Hear, O Israel,
Watch this.
the Lord our God is one, Lord, the only Lord.
Come on.
And you shall love the Lord your God with all your mind and heart and with your entire being and with all your might.
He's talking to the grown folk. Come on.
And these words which I am commanding you this day shall be first in your own minds and hearts.
Did you hear him?
Yeah.
In English. Hey man, get this settled in you. What I'm telling you today, it needs to be in your own mind and your own heart.
Yes. Praise.
Yeah.
You can't teach somebody something you don't know.
All right.
Come on.
Verse 7, here he comes.
You shall whet and sharpen them so as to make them penetrate and teach and impress them diligently upon the
Here he comes.
minds and hearts of your children.
You can't teach your kids and you ain't got it.
Right.
Hey man, go back over this over and over. You should wet and sharpen them. Go back over this in your mind over and over. Make sure it, because if it don't get in you,
Don't get in there.
see, we tell our kids to do right and then do wrong in front of them.
Right.
And then we wonder why they don't do right. You missed it. Because do right never penetrated our heart. The doorbell didn't ring. I said to her, what is it? You didn't get that fast enough. They didn't answer though. You better tell them I ain't here. Watch this. Here's your mama here. She told me to tell you she ain't here. Then you want to whoop them? Why? The kid's saying what you told them to say. I didn't tell you to say that. This time I ain't here. You got to add all that stuff. Well, what are we doing now? You teaching them how to
Lie.
Then when they come home from school and teach them about, I can't teach your kid is a liar. Where you get that from? You know that gun well where they got it from.
That's right.
You ain't saying that now. He said, let my word wet and sharpen so that it penetrates your heart. And when it gets in your heart, now you're in a position. Teach and impress them how?
Diligently.
I don't care if they don't want to learn it. Impress them diligently upon the minds and hearts of your children. What's this? How many grew up just loving vegetables? Raise your hand. You're still growing up. That's a drag. No grown folk. Let the record show. No grown folk. You ain't grown. You ain't paying a bill yet. One grown person raise their hand. Now watch this. How many? All y'all grown folk didn't raise your hand. How many of y'all eat vegetables right now today? Now watch this. You see what happened? Now if you didn't grow up liking vegetables, but you eat them as an adult, something happened between a kid and adult. See, again, I can use these terms. You know what they mean. See, we would put our plate out and we would get what was called a no thank you, sir. Because, you know, they go to put something on your plate, you know, you say, oh, no thank you. Oh, no, you're going to eat this. That's what that meant in English. No thank you, sir. You're going to eat this. And when you get through crying and acting a fool toward it, you're going to eat this. We didn't like it. We didn't want it. But watch this. It wasn't our choice.
Amen.
We were impressed to eat it.
Yeah.
You sit there too long, something was laid on the table next to you.
Yep.
This ain't going to the next 5 minutes. It's finna get hot in here. Not because they turned the heat on. See, you were impressed. You were encouraged to diligently. Oh, you read them all? You eating and crying. Because we didn't know vegetables were good for us. It was something in it. It's going to help our body. We didn't know. We didn't care. Watch this. But we were impressed to do it. But we weren't impressed to learn about the Lord. And so, look at the state of this country. Who is in power is not their fault.
Yeah.
Who raised the folk that's in power? You say what you want about Trump. But what you need to understand is Trump's daddy and mama is what produced him.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't saying nothing. See, when the mama and daddy don't know God, kids grow up and don't know God. And they still make president. Now, a whole country is affected. Why? Because you got folk in leadership positions who went to school, made sure that they got an education, but nobody made sure that they learned who God was.
Yes.
And while we act funny about what's going on outside of the church, what are we doing inside of the church?
Bring it on.
The stuff that was the teaching tools of the church, we got rid of those. Churches had trips when we were growing up. Hey, if you didn't go to Sunday school, you wasn't going nowhere. After church was a thing called BTU, Baptist Training Union.
Yep.
These were times where you had to learn the tools and trades of the church. If you didn't come to nothing, you didn't get to go to nothing. District was the most boringest thing in the whole year. Everybody wanted to go to state.
Yep.
Newsflash. Says Kelly, you don't go to district? Ain't going to state. Yeah. But see, all these things, you did what you needed to do in order to benefit. We don't make the kids do nothing. You don't do no work at home. You fail in all your classes. But you mad if we don't take your kids on the Six Flags trip. You and your kid need to get left. Ain't even my kid behind. They left everywhere else. But you mad if they can't benefit in the church. They don't do nothing in that church. We passed our backpacks. You know, we got folk in church. They be scared. Well, you know, I don't care. I told them, get the backpacks, that's fine. Give all the kids backpacks. I said, but now the kids that don't come, don't do nothing, empty. Just put a piece of paper and a pen in there. You know, folk got nervous. Well, I don't want to. I wish somebody would. Say something. Yeah, I want the record to show. The kids that come, that participate and are active, involved, fill the darn backpack up. Make it heavy, pick up. I want there to be a difference between the kid that participate in God and the one that don't. And if somebody got something to say, I bet you would. Send their mama and daddy to me. Somebody called me. Somebody knew better. Because we're trying to impress on the hearts and minds of our kids. If you don't know nothing else, you need to know something about God.
Yeah.
How serious? You shall talk of the ways of God when?
When you sit in your house.
Come on.
When you walk by the way.
And?
When you lie down.
And?
When you rise up.
You hear God? Don't miss no opportunity to teach your kids about me.
That's right.
All we say at the dinner table is our blessing, and some of us don't even say that.
Come on, Pastor.
Yeah.
True.
They got all kinds of stuff in the food. They do all kinds of stuff with the food. It don't matter what they do with the food. God's word says if we pray over it and pray over it right, God will take care of the food.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 18. You see a pattern developing? Deuteronomy 11:18. Do you see a pattern developing?
Yes.
See, it don't matter, Daniel, what you know. See, whatever you know about God, Aaron ought to know about God.
Amen. Amen.
Do your kid have to hit every hole in the road?
No.
See, as a driver, at some point, you have to slow down and say, hey, you ain't got to run in every hole now. That thing in your hand is called a steering wheel.
Yes,
It turns to the right
Yes, it does.
and to the left. You can actually miss some of them if you want to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't got to hit all of them. Come on! You're a poor driving teacher. You want to let you hit every hole? Y'all watch this. Do your kid have to bump their head on every rock in the road?
No.
You can pass some of these, you know.
Right, right.
Watch this. Look at verse 18.
Therefore, you shall lay up these, my words, in your mind
Come on.
and hearts,
Watch this.
and in your entire being,
Watch this.
and bind them for a sign upon your hands, and as forehead bands between your eyes.
Talking to the grown folk. Get this word settled in you. In your mind and heart and your...
Tired.
Man, it ought to be in you. Get some stuff to remind you. Bind them for signs upon your hand. You want these little necklaces and trinkets and all that. What would Jesus do? What would he do? He wouldn't have a bracelet on. He would need a bracelet, Jamie, to remind him what he would do. He knew what he would do. He said, well, do what you got to do, man. Put some signs on your hands. Orthodox Jews used to have scrolls rolled up. They had them in little vials. Had them on their wrists. They had them as necklaces around their neck. As signs to remind themselves. They be ready to go bad and then look at their wrist, bro. Like, oh, Lord. As the law in here to represent, I represent God. I can't just cut the food whatever I want to. He said, bind them for a sign on your hand. The forehead band between your eyes. Do whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
So that this word is settled in you.
Yes.
Why? Because of verse 19.
And you shall teach them to your children,
Oh, wow.
speaking of them when you sit in your house,
Come on.
and when you walk along the road,
Come on.
when you lie down and when you rise up.
We don't do it. We'll drive 100 miles in the car with our kid and don't say 4 words.
Amen.
They got their headphones on and you got the radio up loud. And if they say something, ha! You wouldn't turn the radio down. We don't even shouldn't have no conversation with our kids. And they even shouldn't have it none with us. And look at what we're missing.
Yes.
What's this?
Wow.
Newsflash. You threaten your kid all you want to. When they get big enough, every place you told them don't go, they going. And what you told them don't do, as soon as they get there, they doing it. How you know? What did you do?
Same thing.
Mom, I'm going to the library. You just went past the library. Mom, I'm going to my friend's house. You just went over your friend's house to change clothes. So you can go where you really want to go. Y'all ain't saying nothing. We didn't go where we told our parents we were going, and we didn't do what we said we was going to do. We did something else.
Yes. Amen.
I'm going to the mall. Mama. Yeah, the one in Oklahoma. Because they're going to be gone a while. Y'all ain't saying nothing. He says, teach your children. Teach your children.
Yes, Lord.
Y'all, because we play games with our mom and daddy. You ain't saying nothing.
Yes.
Then you want to get mad when your kids try to play games with you.
Right. Right.
They doing to us what we did to our mom and daddy.
Yeah.
Now the problem is, see, each generation is worse. So see, the stuff you thought about doing was too punkish to do it. See, your kids will do it.
Amen.
See, you just went to the door and looked in. See, our kids then went in and got a drink. Well, since we're here, you thirsty? Yeah, they on somewhere else. God. Go back to Judges chapter 2. You ain't got to say that. I know it's all over.
Yeah.
This word's tearing all of us up. We show our kids how to cuss. We show them how to lie. We show them how to act a fool. We show them how to smoke. We show them how to drink. But we won't teach them about God. Look at chapter 2, verse 11. See, when you don't know about God, you're on a road, but it ain't a good one. And the problem is you don't even know you ain't on a good road. We just trying to get somewhere. And because you don't know nothing, everything seems good. It's folk in jail right now. Not because they did wrong, Sister Carolyn. You was just in the car when it went down.
Yeah.
I didn't know you was going to rob this liquor store. Yeah, I know they didn't tell you. They just said, hey man, come roll with me. And then when the police stopped, all y'all, you crying and all your mom want to know is, what was you in the car for? Watch this. Watch this. Go to 10 and we're reading to 11. Watch this. We're almost there. I want you to see this. They didn't know the Lord or what he had done for Israel. So when you don't know God, you're on your own. This is the natural byproduct of not knowing God. It's going to look like we're reading about Israel, but it's going to look like we're reading about America. Look at verse 11.
And the people of Israel
Of America. Come on.
did evil in the sight of the Lord.
Watch this.
Served the Baals.
That's a fake God. Because we are wired to worship God.
Okay.
But when you don't know God, you'll get tricked into worshiping a fake God. Watch this. All men ain't bad. But when you don't know God, it sure seems like you can find all the bad ones. You ain't saying nothing. All women ain't bad, but when you don't know God, all the bad ones seem to find you. All jobs ain't bad, but when you don't know God, we find all the bad ones. Watch this. The people got on the wrong track and served Baal. Look at 12.
And they forsook the Lord,
Didn't even know they had forsook the Lord. They don't even know who he is. Come on.
the God of their fathers, who brought them out of the land of Egypt.
Come on.
They went after the other gods
Watch this.
of the peoples around about them, and bowed down to them, and provoked the Lord to anger.
How do we get here? How do we get here? That's a good question. Watch this. See. God says what he says for a reason. Go to Judges chapter 1, verse 1. Show you something real quick and then we're going to pray in a few minutes. Watch this. We say we love God, we say we worship God, but we won't do what he tells us to do. Watch this.
After the death of Joshua,
That's the last leader now.
the Israelites asked the Lord, who shall go up first for us against the Canaanites to fight against them?
Now they got enough sense to ask the Lord, because at this point, we don't know what to do. But they did the right thing. They went to the one with the answers. The people go to God and said, what are we supposed to do at this point? Who's going to fight for us? Watch verse 2.
And the Lord said, Judah shall go up. Behold, I have delivered the land into his hand.
Stop. What was the question in verse 1?
Who's going to go up first?
Because we ain't got no leader now.
Right.
Who's supposed to lead us? Who's supposed to go first? Legitimate question, Val. What did God say in verse 2?
Judah.
Now look at verse 2 carefully. How many tribes you see in verse 2?
One.
You see that? Verse 1. Who's supposed to go? The Lord said, Judah is the who that shall go. I have delivered the land.
Into his.
Who was his hand?
Judah.
The one he said to go. How many don't see that? You good? Lord was supposed to go. Judah, that's what he said. We good? All right. Let's see if we can follow directions. We good? Verse 3.
And Judah, the tribe, said to the tribe of Simeon, his brother, come up with me into my allotted territory, so that we may fight against the Canaanites.
Stop.
And
Where we at?
Two tribes.
So I guess the question and answer was too complicated. Who's supposed to go up, Lord? Judah.
And Judah alone.
I have delivered the enemy into
His.
Judah turned right around and asked his brother to help. Is that what?
No.
Watch this. This is how we do. Hey, if you help me, likewise, will I go
With you.
whenever your turn is.
Yeah.
That sounds good. But the Lord, what did he? That ain't what he said. So,
Simeon went with him.
because there's always somebody, Troy, that's prepared to follow, and the Lord ain't said nothing. Anybody hear nothing I'm saying? You can always get somebody to just, come on, let's go. And they don't know nothing of what the Lord said. Watch this. Now, see, when we don't do what God says, He ain't obligated to do nothing. This is why I don't know why our praise ain't never affected. Even when we don't do, Marissa, what God said, here He comes. Look at verse 4. You don't believe this.
Then Judah went up, and the Lord delivered the Canaanites and the Perizzites into their hand.
Wait, why don't it say into His hand? Because see, watch this. What you don't know about the family is Simeon and Levi. Those brothers go together. See, you don't know, you don't, see, I can't just take all this time then in Bible history. See, yeah. See, they had a sister when they were in town. And one of the king's sons raped the sister.
Yeah.
When Simeon and Levi found out, they told the men, hey, listen, we got this custom with God. We can't trade with y'all or whatever. Y'all ain't circumcised. Y'all need to be circumcised. That's how we do business. The people were like, hey, man, that sounds good. We can trade with them. They can trade with us. They waited until all the men were circumcised. And Simeon and Levi came while they were recovering and killed all the men in town. Yeah. At the end of Genesis chapter 50, when he's giving the blessings out, he said, boy, I feel sorry. This is what the daddy said. If anybody ever have to deal with y'all two boys, you scoundrels. Yeah, these boys was low down. And so no doubt, Judah realizes, see, yeah, even though God said He would deliver, see, my brother is a tail kicker. If he fight with me, yeah, we're going to get some stuff done. But even though that was what God said, God still helped. He delivered into their hand.
And they smote 10,000 of them in Bezek.
Watch this. See that? And I mean, the fight goes on and 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 on. Before that, they were told, when you get there, kill everybody. Don't leave nobody alive. They didn't do that. Can't read all them verses. When you read the rest of chapter 1, they started leaving Canaanites alive. They didn't drive everybody out. They didn't do everything that God said. Watch this. Chapter 2, verse 1, and we're ready to pray. Y'all had a long night, just sleep. Watch this. Chapter 2, verse 1. So we press our last point.
Now the angel of the Lord went up from Gilgal to Bochim, and he said, I brought you up from Egypt,
Watch this.
and I have brought you to the land which I swore to give your father.
Yes.
And I said, I will never break my covenant with you.
Come on.
And you shall make no covenant with the inhabitants of this land.
And if you had killed everybody, it would have been impossible to make a covenant because they all dead. Watch this.
But you shall break down their altars, but you have not obeyed my voice. Why have you done this?
They freelancing. Because the mama and daddy did not teach them, son, don't play with the Lord right here. Play with your dolls and toys. Don't play with the Lord. He ain't about that. He ain't with that life. If you're going to serve him, you got to serve him all the way because he's funny like that. But because that generation grew up, they did not know that God wasn't about idol worship. They let them live. He had already told them in Numbers and Deuteronomy, if you don't kill them, the people and their gods are going to be a snare to you. Israel heard that, didn't respond to that. How did that translate in English? See, we would bring friends home and mama would be like, don't bring this to my house no more.
Amen. Amen.
Now you upset. What's wrong? I ain't got time to explain to you. And don't play with them no more. Now you think mama hate.
Yeah.
Mama done perceived something.
That's right.
Yeah. No, y'all ain't got in trouble yet, but mama done seen something in that kid that, yeah, if you hang around them too long, that kid is destined for trouble. And if you hang with them, when they get in trouble, you gonna get in trouble. But we thought mama was just being mean, was just being hateful. You gonna be my friend anyway. And newsflash, they got in trouble, and you did too.
Yeah.
That's right.
Why? Because we didn't obey the voice.
That's right.
You took him home to meet grandmama. And after grandmama was cordial and he went home, grandmama said, baby, he ain't for you.
That's right.
Grandmama, you don't know nothing. I know more than you think I do. That's how your mama got here. I knew something. Yeah, but we disregard. Because grandmama old, she don't know nothing. We gonna date him anyway.
Yep.
Got your heart broke.
Yeah.
And they got to go back crying to grandmama. Grandmama got to pat you on the head and rub you on the back. Baby, you could have avoided all of this.
Yes.
I didn't have to know the boy's whole history, but I was trying to tell you there was something wrong with that boy. Yeah, we done brought girls home. Grandma, what you think about her? Where you find her head? Leave her right where you found her. That's what I think. Y'all playing. We did not obey his voice.
Right.
Yeah, grandma couldn't read and write. Didn't know all the books of the Bible, but she knew a joker when she saw one.
That's right.
All right.
Nobody saying nothing.
That's right. Yes.
Watch this. Watch this. Look at verse 3. Listen to God, y'all.
So now I say, I will not drive them out from before you,
Because y'all let them stay.
but they shall be as thorns in your side.
Watch this.
And their gods shall be a snare to you.
Did you hear? We can't authentically serve God because we so busy trying to see how somebody else is serving their God. We don't do this at our church. You ain't got no business doing it at your church. We always want to go see what somebody else is doing, failing to realize that's going to affect you. See, when we go visit our friend, Price, and acted a fool over there. Then we came home and acted a fool in our house and had nerve to tell our mom and dad. They do that at Timmy's house. Now, mama might explain to you how she got to whoop in your tail. Timmy don't live here.
That's right.
I don't care what they do over there. I bet you better not bring that foolishness here.
That's right.
See, y'all don't understand Timmy's house. Yeah, but you understand grandma's house. See, y'all laughed at the little boy. No, Linda, listen, Linda, no, Linda, you're not listening to me, you're not listening to me. See, that couldn't have been nobody black. Because see, how old he was, he wouldn't have made the next age. I don't, you ain't nobody, you ain't talk to nobody's mama like that. No, you're not listening to me. See, the next part would have been at the funeral. Y'all, watch this. But the whole thing, y'all laugh because the boy trying to explain to the mama, yeah, I can't get cookies at your house. But grandmama said I can at her house. Now, that means, see, you can't come to grandmama's house no more. Because grandmama's rules gonna cause you to lose your life at this house.
Yeah, they are.
Anybody hear what I'm saying?
Come on.
Watch this. Watch this. We're gonna go. Look at verse 4.
When the angel of the Lord spoke these words to all the Israelites, they lifted up their voice and wept.
See, watch this. We don't mind crying when God called us about our wrong to it, but we won't change.
Jesus.
That's why God ain't moved by tears. Tears move people.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, anybody hear me talking about all? Because when they get through crying, they don't change their behavior.
That's right.
I got like 900 more verses to go. I'm going to stop right there because I needed you to see. Look at how we are. See, when you look at, they're shooting at the school, they're shooting here, they're doing this, they're doing that. What you notice is, where's the Jesus at?
Right.
I don't care if nobody in your neighborhood go to church. You do. is the Jesus wherever you live? How do you live in a neighborhood for 30 years and nobody even know you go to church?
Come on.
What did Jesus say in that? I don't care, it ain't no prayer in a school. You can't take prayer out of a kid. You send your kid to school with prayer and prayer to school.
Right. That's right.
But we don't send our kids with prayer. We just make sure they got something to eat.
Yeah.
Don't forget your charger.
Yeah.
Oh my God. A whole generation arose and didn't know the Lord. Here's the real question. Do you know the Lord enough to teach your kids?
Amen. Right. Amen.
Because they're growing every day.
Yeah.
And when they go where they go and do what they do, and a situation squeeze them, and you can't get there in time, what they got to keep? When they start shooting up the place and everybody is running and hollering, who knows to call on the name of the Lord?
All right.
The kid that don't know the Lord won't. We watched in sadness the killing that took place, I want to say in Florida. And this kid is on the phone. Mama, he was outside. Mama, we in the bathroom with the stalls locked, but he in the bathroom, Mama. He's coming. But now, while he texting his mama, I don't think we're going to make it out. Ain't nothing coming over the text line that, who in here calling on the Lord? Nobody, because nobody in there knew to call on the Lord. And yeah, the worst that we feared, he came all the way down. And the same boy that was texting, he got shot and killed. He calling on his mama, but he didn't know. Do his mama not love him? Yeah, she loved him. But she was wherever she was, and at that time, guess what? Wasn't but one somebody that could have helped him while the man is shooting in the bathroom without nobody stopping him. Couldn't but one somebody help him, and that's the one person he didn't know he could call on.
Right.
It could have been your kid, it could have been my kid. And newsflash, and they still gonna go where they want to go and do what they want to do. But while you can't stop them from going, what you can do is make sure you take Jesus with you.
Yes.
My kids all the time, Dad, I'm going here, I'm going there. Good. Covered with the blood. Yeah. Take the blood of Jesus with you. Yeah. I had to drop Katura had to get down to school early. She couldn't register, so, I don't know if her mama knew or not. So we just driving. She don't say that to me. And I would have said if she wasn't here. So we get out of that drawer, and I'm where I'm taking you. To the football house, and I'm thinking, first of all, that doesn't sound like where no girls stay. The football house. That sounds like where boys stay. So okay. We drive down this little neighborhood, it's, like a parcel where the kids stay. So okay. Somebody left the door before, we are packing her stuff. Gianna, when we get in here, it's clothes and junk everywhere. So don't no maids stay here. But I done been in a dirty place before, so ain't nothing wrong. You ain't worry about that. But I look in the kitchen, and on top of the refrigerator is at least 50 bottles of liquor. And so I told her, I said, do you think they got enough wine and drinks up in here? Do we need to stop by Walmart? Because clearly they don't have enough liquor in here. Now watch this. Under normal circumstances, Jamie, you ought to be nervous. Well, I can't leave my daughter in a place like this. Well, you can if you leave Jesus in there with her.
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody hear nothing I'm saying.
That's right.
Because I can say, you ain't going to stay here, and as soon as I leave, if that's where she's trying to go, I can't stop her from going. So we put all that stuff, just dropped it right there in the living room. And I can leave with confidence, Sister Kayla, because I know God is a keeper.
That's right.
You know I know God is a keeper? Because I done been dropped off at places like that. Yeah. My place was the place folk got dropped off at. You ain't saying nothing. And so I know God is a keeper because in some places we have been places and we was the victim, and in some cases we was the perpetrator. But in each situation, God delivered.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
And because he is a keeper, yeah, I tell my kids, I don't care where you go. Yeah, just take the blood with you when you go. Yeah. Y'all in there getting high. Get high with the blood in there. Puff pass with the, as long as you know the blood is in there. Yeah. Cool laughing at it. She know what that means. Yeah. You don't know that spell, I should tell you. Watch this. Jesse can too. Amen. Yeah, Jason turned around and told me, what that mean? Ask your daddy after church what that mean. Yeah. That ain't no cartoon. It sound like one. Puff pass. He know what it mean. Yeah. See how I looking at him? She know he know what that means. And if he don't know what puff pass, he know what drink pass is. You know what that mean? Yeah. Watch this. Ask him the difference between a dark and a light. He'll tell you that. We got to pray right now. Church, this way. It turned hard, didn't it? Yeah. Everybody would put their head down. Get off my rope. Father, we thank you. And we praise you for the opportunity to meet you, Lord.
Yes.
We need to know you for ourselves. Need to know who you are, what you're working with, what you will do. Not for my mom and daddy. I need to know what you'll do for me. What you will do in me, what you will do through me. I don't have to always call somebody to pray for me. I need to know what it is to learn how to pray for myself. And get God results. Father, I thank you for the opportunity to look at a few stories in Judges that will inspire us to know what it is to not only meet you, but to know you as our own personal Savior. You get all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.